This double knot wire ring is fantastic, and in this tutorial we are going to make one. You could make it with higher gauge like 18 gauge or 20 gauge wire like this tutorial, and also round nose pliers, flush cutter, and chain nose pliers are the tools that we need, besides the ring mandrel and also a paper tape or a piece of paper. First of all, I draw the map and explain on it. We start making a teardrop shape just like this and throw the continuous of the wire into the first teardrop and make another teardrop shape, and then we wrap the wire one complete around a finger size, and when you get to the teardrop shapes, make another one, then continue for another half round and make wire wrapping parts to close the wire ring. So let's go for the measurements. We start by half a round of one complete round of your finger size, and we add about 1 centimeters for the wrapping part. For the first knot, the double teardrop shapes, for each of them we need 3 to 4 centimeters, then one complete round of your finger size, or better say the ring size, and then another double teardrop shapes and another half round plus 1 centimeter. If I add all of them all together, we need 2 times of your finger size plus 2 multiple 3 centimeter for each knot and 2 centimeters for wrapping parts. So we need 8 centimeters. First of all, open up the paper tape and cut it down all straight with a scissor, just like this, and put it on the finger that you are going to make the ring for and wrap it all around. When you see the starting point, just mark it with a pen or pencil, and this is 1 time size of your finger. Just unwrap it and cut it down again and put it in front of you because we need this size. This is 1 round of your finger size or your ring size, and we are going to measure the sizes with this guide. Pick up your 20 gauge wire. If needed, use a nylon mallet or chain nose pliers to make it all straight, then and put it on the guide and determine half of the size plus 1 centimeters, and from here we start by making a knot. Put chain nose pliers and make a bend. Now I'm going to make a teardrop shape or pear shape with this part of my wire, and I'm using round nose pliers to make it better. So I put round nose pliers and make a teardrop shape just like this. As the gauge of wire is higher, you could make a bigger teardrop shape. Then continue making the continuous part of the wire round and insert it into the first teardrop shape and squeeze it and pull it. To squeeze it more and tighten the first tie, we use round nose pliers as far as it is possible, and here I need to use chain nose pliers to squeeze it even more and make the second teardrop shape a little smaller. This is just like when you're squeezing a jump ring, very slowly and gently. Now this is the first knot, and from here we determine one complete round of the finger size, and here we use the ring mandrel and put the knot on, wrap the right side of the wire all around and the left side too, till you get one complete round and you get to the first knot. Here we need to make another knot, so just where the first knot starts and on the beneath row I make a bend with the chain nose pliers and make another tear drop shape with round nose pliers just like this. But before I complete it, I insert it into the first knot just like this, and as we are using the dead soft wire type, it's possible to freely bend it and insert it into the first knot just like this. I squeeze it little by little. Partially I tighten it up with my hand and partially I use round nose pliers to squeeze it better, and don't forget to do that gently, and we don't need to make any hurry or pull it at once and destroy it. So very carefully I use round nose pliers to make a teardrop shape that is just into the first one. If needed, use chain nose pliers to refine the bent part and continue wrapping the wire again like a big U shape and insert it again to the second tie and the pear shape that you have just made. Again with round nose pliers, squeeze it and pull it to have another knot here. Now we have a double knot into each other, the first one and the second one beneath. I use chain nose pliers to make it a little more flat, and if there is any overlapping part, I make it all flat. And again, check the extra part, the wire, and if needed, make it all flat with chain nose pliers to be ready to be wrapped all around the ring mandrel again. So I put it into the ring mandrel again, and on the size that I have determined before as my ring size, and with the plastic part of my tool I just squeeze the wire structure completely onto the ring mandrel in here, and just in front of the double knots make two tails even, and here is where I'm going to make a wire wrapping part and close the wire ring. Just in front of the knots again, make a bend with chain nose pliers, and with round nose pliers just bend it into the ring and make a loop here, and it should be just attached to the ring. So when I make a loop, I squeeze it even more with chain nose pliers and make it all attached to the ring. Now we are going to make another bend at the other side and make another wrapping part. So just like this, and like the first tie we made, I insert the wire in, make a loose loop, and squeeze it more with chain nose pliers. Because the gauge of wire is high, we are using those tools. Now we are almost done. We put it again onto the ring mandrel and start hammering that with the plastic part of your tool or a nylon mallet to prevent any overlaying parts and shape it better, of course. And there you are, the very beautiful knot wire ring. You could make one with 18 gauge too. Which one do you prefer?